Is the Korean beauty standard on the internet true? Hi, I'm Emma. For today's video, I want to cover Korean's beauty standard because we are very notorious for our perfect beauty standard. Being fat in Korea is illegal. Is that true? So, in Korean's perspective, I'll explain that. At first, most videos about Korean beauty, they only interview younger generations. Most people in 20s, they are really focused on their looks. I was not the exception. I'm in my mid-30s, so the focus on looks gets definitely lower than before as I get older. But most of videos about Korean beauty standard, they only interview young people. Especially they interview people in very famous tourist attraction like Hongdae, Gangnam. Yeah, in those areas, people usually dress up to go shopping there or whatever they want to do. If you go to a residential area, people don't really care that much about their looks. To be honest, they just wear sweatpants and sweatshirts. They're not really dressed up. People you see online oh, Koreans always dress up so nice. They always care about their looks. Yeah, there are many people like that. Because whenever people go to fancy restaurants and hip areas, people tend to dress up. So that happens in Korea as well. I also want to talk about history. We learned that we really respect our parents. The Asian stuff, which is called hyo. I don't exactly remember the whole sentence, but we have a phrase like this. We got our precious body from our parents, so we have to take care of our body as much as well as possible. So if you watch traditional Korean pictures, men had very long hair and they roll them up like that. We call that 상투. Our body is very precious, including hair, so they didn't have their hair cut. Maybe from the culture, we tend to take care of our looks well, which is called grooming, including men. Definitely, Korean men are really into skincare and fashion compared to Western men. I lived in Canada and the US. During that experience, not many men are interested in skincare and putting on sunscreen, that kind of stuff. But many Korean men are into that, especially if they are in 20s. The third myth I want to talk about, most of Koreans get plastic surgery. That is a very hot topic, and I think the reason many Koreans tend to get plastic surgery because it's very affordable compared to other countries. The reason why I can say that because I worked at a plastic surgery clinic a few years ago. I was a marketer and translator for helping international patients, and they were very surprised when we talk about the price. They thought it was very cheap compared to their countries. People all around the world came to Korea to get the plastic surgery, so it's not only about Koreans. And I think usually Koreans get plastic surgery to change their appearance, for example, their nose and eyes. Those things tend to get easily recognized by others, but most foreigners tend to get plastic surgeries like liposuction. They tend to get nose job as well. Some of my friends also got double eyelid surgery after the graduation, but I think it's their choice. It doesn't really affect who they are. They can do whatever they want. Not all Koreans get the plastic surgery, and yeah, so I think that's also a myth. The next point I want to say is being fat is illegal. That's totally not true. I think most Koreans are very slim, and according to our diets and lifestyle. I live in Seoul, and most of people use transportation. Many streets are very walkable, and we have many mountains and many parks. Especially we have so many mountains, so many older Koreans and young Koreans like to go hiking. I think if you come to Korea, you definitely try hiking. Yeah, hiking is so much fun. This is I have some issues on my knees, so I don't go hiking, but I enjoyed hiking, and I have definitely some mountains near my place, so that's the beauty of living in Seoul in Korea. Seoul is very technologically advanced city, but there are also a lot of mountains, so it's not illegal. You can be fat as much as you want. Definitely it's not illegal, but you cannot see that many fat people in Korea. I told you before, diet, we tend to eat a lot of healthy food. The next point, I want to say that Koreans are not like idols. The reason why Korea has bad reputation about lookism, I think because of the media. People consume many Korean content these days and they see many celebrities, idols, and they definitely have to take care of their looks more because that's their selling point. They get their salary from their looks. It's like they definitely have more plastic surgeries, they have more procedures, they tend to do more stuff on their face. Like me, average Korean, we are not that like too much, you know what I mean? I think definitely Koreans spend more money on skincare, other beauty stuff compared to other countries in my opinion. But my opinions are very limited because I only lived in Canada and the States. The reason is that, in my opinion, the price of getting skincare or the procedure in Korea is quite affordable because there are many clinics and hospitals in Korea, so it's very competitive, so they lower the price. They also have a good skill. But if they are old and if they are married or if they have kids, they tend to spend less money on their looks. They spend more money on education of their kids. It's just because of the affordability and access of those treatment and procedure. It depends on our age group. I think if the media wanna show the real Korean beauty standard or those kind of stuff, I think they also have to cover more diverse range of age groups. And the last point I wanna say is that like body shaming. When I meet some like relatives, they tend to tell me, you look a little bit skinny, you have to eat more. Like sometimes they say, oh, you got some weight. I think actually they didn't mean to like shame my body. I think that's more of like say hello to me because we don't spend much time together, so we don't have many things in common to speak. They don't intend to attack me personally. They intend to be more of like check out me. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, some older generations might talk about your looks. They are not meant to shame you. They just wanna say something with you. That's kind of older generation's small talk. Actually, Koreans are so bad at small talk. So if you're introverts, Korea is gonna be on heaven. Small talk rarely happen. Yeah, it can happen if you have a baby or a cute dog. So I busted some myth about Korean beauty standard. I hope you enjoy it. I'm on just average Korean woman who likes to create beauty, lifestyle, fashion, those kind of stuff. So if you like that, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching it again, and I will see you in my next video.